hospital. A father and their son was in a car accident. The father didn't survive, but the son was taken to the hospital. When taken into the operating room, the surgeon came in and said, "I cannot operate on him. This is my son. How is this possible?" The answer is that the surgeon was the child's mother. According to Carolyn Johnson, majority of people seem to get this wrong. This example portrays the unconscious bias we have of certain professions and the roles that they portray. The unconscious bias contributes to many issues in everyday life. African American women in the workforce not only face the unconscious bias, but also the gender and racial discriminations that comes with those biased views. No one wants to be discriminated in any way, shape, or form. So we must contribute to solutions so that we can fix the discriminations that seem to be happening. The social injustice of African American women is equally caused by the gender discrimination, race discrimination, and the misconception of the image that African American women present. Race discrimination in the workforce is a prevalent problem that has been a part of our history as well as continues to be in the present, which contributes to this social injustice. When it comes to discrimination, according to Tanzina Vega, 69% of blacks have said that they have been discriminated in their past and present workplaces. Of the 69%, 26% have said that they have felt discriminated because of their ethnicity. According to statistics, also, white applicants are given longer interviews than non-white applicants and are twice as likely to be offered the employment. This advantage that whites have over African Americans is unscanning and unnatural. African Americans also face discrimination based on their names. Studies show that resumes with black-sounding names, such as Jamal and Lakeisha, are less likely to get a response compared to names such as Jonathan or Elizabeth. Gender discrimination is another concept that seems to plague America, just like race discrimination, and contributes to the social injustice of African American women in the workforce. Gender discrimination is the concept of preferring one gender, generally male, over the next, which is female, and it allows for privileges for that certain gender. This causes a huge debate when it comes down to positions in workforce. According to Ali Bidwell, women are more likely to complete college and attend graduate school compared to males, but even with that same education, women are always surpassed for males in that position. In total, women make up to 78% of what a male makes with the same job and the same qualifications. The wage gap between men and women has been an issue that has plagued America for many years and does not seem to be changing. According to Stephanie Rader-Sype, women will not receive equal pay until 2058. It could be said that the image of women that others have also dictates how women are treated in the workforce. Many people still believe that women belong at home while the man should be out in the field or out in the workplace providing for the family. It's sad that this perception is still prevalent after so many years of evolution and continues to hinder the female population. Race and gender discrimination contribute to the social injustice of African American women in the workforce, but so does the misconception of African American women as a whole. The combination of race and gender discrimination, as well as the misconception of African American women, contributes to the disparities that they face in the workforce. Black women have never had the luxury of a single frame gender equality or racial equality, states Cecilia Conrad. African American women do not have the choice of which discrimination they are able to choose from. They have to fight against both, which affects them, and they have to This makes it harder for them to be successful and be taken more seriously. According to Susan Ortiz, black women find themselves in lower paying jobs compared to white women, and on average, they make less than white women. Black women make 64 cents to every dollar that a white male makes, while a white woman makes 74 cents to every dollar that a white male makes. This disparity in earnings shows the injustice against African American women in the workforce. Not only do they have to suffer a deducted pay because they are black, but also because they are women. Many people perceive African American women as to be mad black women, and this perception tends to hinder the African American woman in the workforce. It tends to make them nervous and makes them feel that they cannot make any mistake or they'll lose their credibility and overall will go back into that stereotype. The discrimination against African American women in the workforce can be seen in many examples. For example, a recent story containing Dr. Tamika Cross, who was a passenger on a flight, who was a physician, an African American physician. There was another passenger on the flight who needed help, and when asked for assistance, she raised her hand, but the flight attendant denied her because she didn't look like a physician. She continued to ask Dr. Cross about her credentials and where she went to school, but in the way, another male came, a white male who also said he was a physician, came to say he could help. The flight attendant immediately agreed with him and didn't ask for any of his credentials. Overall, the social injustice of African American women can be seen during the racial discrimination, the gender discrimination, and the misconception of women as a whole. As a group, we need to be able to fix these social injustices so everyone can live equally in a happy and better place.